Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Halton Hills Housing Update. So today I am going to review what happened last week, but more importantly, I am going to review our incredible June stats. Let's look at June 2019 and then we'll take a look at what happened in June of 2020. So in June of 2019, we sold 109 units and our average price was $774,000. So in June of 2020, we saw a massive increase. We sold 128 units, which is a 17% increase. So that's a huge increase year over year, plus a significant jump from the 65 units that we sold in May. And notably, our average price point went from $774,000 in 2019 to $905,000 in 2020. So I would say those numbers year over year are pretty impressive. I mean, we knew based on our weekly numbers that the market really had heated up, but this just reinforces it. And I do think this is gonna continue as a trend throughout the summer. So let's look at what happened last week. In Georgetown, we had 24 properties sell, which is down from the previous week, but it's definitely still a very strong number. So in terms of new inventory this week, we did have 31 new listings. 2 of them were relists, so 29 new properties entering the market. So again, our inventory and new listings have outpaced the sales, but it definitely feels like we're still lacking on quality inventory. In Acton this week, we had 5 properties sell and 9 new listings. So that's a trend we've been continuing to see the last few weeks there. So Glen Williams had 2 sales, which is great news, and 1 new listing. There was no movement in Limehouse. In the rural market, we had 2 properties sell. Again, this is great news that properties are transacting every week there. And we had 2 new listings. So let's talk about active listings right now. Our active listings are down week over week to 125 active listings. We have 25 of those sold conditional, which is a higher number than last week. I definitely still think that there's like an inventory problem, and I think that that is going to continue to be a trend. I know all my buyers that are out there were sort of feeling like anything good is sort of getting eaten up really quickly. So Georgetown's inventory is up this week to 81 active listings. The notable price point is that the 800 to 1 million price point is down significantly on listings this week. And just from being in the market, I definitely feel like that is a very busy price point again. We had a little bit of a lull when the lower price points weren't flying off the shelves, but now that everything that is lower price, so under 800,000, is really moving again, we start to see that 800 to a million price point really pick up. Another interesting point this week is we have 7 condos available in Georgetown. It's a variety of condos, but typically we are lucky to have 1 or 2 of these on the market, and there's currently 7. So it's gonna be interesting to see if that number kind of drops off, because usually condos get scooped up pretty quick. In Acton, inventory is slightly up at 21 active listings, but still an okay number there. In Glen Williams, we had a couple properties expire and terminate, so our listing inventory has dropped significantly to only 5 active listings in Glen Williams. Limehouse remains the same at 2 active listings. The rural inventory is sitting kind of low at 17 listings, but all of those 17 are over 1 million. So until we really start to see that price point moving like pretty rapidly in town, I think we're still gonna see like nothing crazy happening in the rural areas. So that's it for this week's update. I think the June numbers are like surprising given the fact that we're still in the midst of COVID, but not really surprising because when we watch it week to week, like the numbers were just amazing every week. So the numbers for the first week of July are strong as well. And I think as properties begin to continue to list, we're gonna see those sales numbers continue to climb. So again, we're just gonna keep watching. I anticipate this is going to be very busy for July and August. So come back next week to see what happens this week in the Halton Hills housing market.